Just give me a mic and a stage. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I'm a great artist. That's why I'm good at this.
Chilling with the OILDOWN factory in a really nice fall afternoon inside of New York City. I have with me no stranger to the stage, to the business, to the community, Elimus Gilbert. He's been called the youngest veteran, but what we do know, young or old, he is the consummate professional and he is the veteran. Specky, welcome to the OILDOWN factory.
My pleasure to be on the Oil Factory, and greetings to all the beautiful people who view all the time and who love the culture and who love the music. Yeah.
2013 we're in. How long ago has it been?
So in the business, roughly close to around 27, 28 years.
You know, time really flies. Could you take yourself back to the beginning as if it was yesterday?
Of course, of course. Yeah, know it. I could remember all the performance. I could remember all the hits. I could remember all the lovely crowd response all around the world and in the Caribbean. I remember the love from the people. I remember all the songs because when I'm on stage, I sing it without making a mistake.
Right. So if you have to do any song, let's say I surprise you now and you're doing singing off of tracks, and I throw on a song that you don't normally perform live.
I might fumble a little, but I go sing it.
Yes, Becky. So, what has kept you around for so long?
Well, first of all, the love. Yeah, the love. And then a lot of people who grow with me will tell you my talent is a special kind of talent. Yeah, God gave me something special. And that special is I love with the people. Because the love I get from the people, to be honest with you, I don't see a lot of artists get it. I will tell people that, no matter how good they are. I don't see, for example, no matter who win King in Grenada, Ajamo will have the name King Ajamo. No matter who come and win more crowns than him. So that's just giving you an example. The hitman is the hitman. And Grenadians just always say that they just want a song so they could connect with Inspector to mash up the place. And that happened this year. If I don't have material, they might grumble. But once I have material, other people in trouble.
Speaking of this year, maybe we'll take this interview from the back and head to the front. Um, do you feel that you have regained your niche just in case you may have lost it, or did you lose your connection to the crowd? Did you think for at some point you kind of strayed from what they wanted from you? Because it seems that you're well on your way back to where you used to be as far as prominence.
Well, I would not say connection with the crowd because for the past 3, 4, 5 years, I didn't have any big song, but I was working and still mashing up the place. But the competition itself, every year you have to present a song. And I go tell you something between me and your greater Marshall Montano is he have people helping him write. You cannot bring a hit song every year. Yeah, by yourself. It's the brain you're dealing with. You must, them American artists, when they come with one hit song, they rest for 3 years. We have to present that song every year.
Yeah, and I think with the artists of the pop contemporary art form is that they recognize their various limitations. So you have people who are exclusively writers, you have people who are performing, but oftentimes we are called upon, as in the calypso genre, to do everything ourselves.
Yes. So what happened this year is that the people got a material. They say, yes, that's the inspector we know. And with that material, we go damage the place. We go tear up the place. And I also get the love from the younger audience. Because over the years in Socamonac, I experienced it. The younger people will wait for the Terra Kid and the Mr. Killer and the Brother B. They wait for the age group. And I see Super come and he change that in Trinidad. And when I saw that, I say, yes, I could do that too in Grenada. Because I remember I was in Socamonac, not last year, but 2010 and 2011. And the response was very poor. And to be honest with you, the tune wasn't the best, but it was an okay song. And I said to myself, I had to do something to connect to them young people there, to get that love from them. Because they will jump. I will give you an example. I was in Carrico. And when I performing, a lot of the macho people, 25 and up, was jumping and singing like crazy. And Brother B was the artist after me. And when I done sing, all the macho people just go on the side, and all them young people run in the middle to jump for Brother B.
Right.
This year, I changed that in Socamonac. I had everybody jumping.
Yeah. So how do you maintain that balance? Because it's difficult for you because you're a veteran. You've been around for 27 years, and you still have fans from 27 years ago who still around today and expect you to deliver the hurricane and that kind of material. And then you have to appease the larger volume of the audience, the young folks. So how difficult is it for you to maintain that balance?
Well, what I did, I do my homework. I modernize the beat. I modernize the beat because young people today listen to the beat before they listen to the lyrics. Which is wrong, but that's their style. Because me and you grow with music and we know what music is all about. Music is sweet melody with storytelling. But they focus on the beat. And it's a different generation. We have to respect that. We may not like it, but we have to respect it. Because as I told some people when I was growing up, and I stay in New York and I send a letter to my mom in Grenada, it take 3 months. Now you press one knob and they get information in a second. So time change. And I modernize the beats and I bring in the sweet melody. Because I know that's how we know it. And then if you're facing the judge, they have pen and paper to score you on melody. And melody and lyrics is very high. So if you listen to the composition, last year they get on mad. Oh, the carnival. That's the melody right there. You know? A lot of the younger artists will write a rhythm. And they just and then they focus on the hook line. Then give you no melody. You know? So I decide I go modernize the beat and put in the same storytelling and the sweet melody and blow their mind. And how I plan it just so it works.
Worked out very nicely. As a matter of fact, I was looking at you and I was listening to the commentators on Soca Monarch Night, and I tell you, when you were done, it just seemed that it was a specky of old that was impossible to be beat. Boise came on, and what do you thought of his performance?
Well, his performance was very, 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 very great. I mean, I look at it and he was very, very great. And I'm telling you that big people speaking, I have no problem with the result. Right? No problem whatsoever because he young, he was good. Last year he gave a nice impact, so he get the love from last year into this year. And what I like about my season that a lot of people that who used to cry me down and conk me out, I make them hush this year, I silence them. So I start doing work for next year already. And I'm happy that I'm back up and I'm in the driver's seat. And I start working already for next year. And believe me, I will drive.
Well, I think as part of your veteranship, if there is such a word, that you know how to capitalize on an opening. Did you see an opening this year?
Of course. Of course. And let me tell you something what nice about Soca Monarch for me. I was in Carrico performing and my manager Deep. And he called me and he tell me, Specky, I got number 4. I say, yeah, number 4. The next question I asked him, where did Boy Easy and Terra Kid and Scholar? Just some of the top names in the competition. What number they get? And all the names was after me. And that night I slept like a baby. You know why? Because I know I'm giving them work to do. So I had no problem with number 4. So number 4 was the opening. I know I'm giving them work to do. You know, and I know whatsoever they had to say, I will come and say it before them. So I will be the man to beat.
Now, let me ask you, as far as how the genre have moved, has progressed or regressed for those who see it as well, I think we've been going forward. But the fact of the matter is that it's a different vibe now than it was, let's say, when you sang Hurricane, for instance. It's a different vibe. Hypothetically, right? If you were to do an album with songs like Hurricane and We Going the Wrong Way and that kind of song with the same storytelling, the same impact, the same drive, do you think it would have been less successful today as it was, let's say, 20 years ago?
Less successful today.
As far as appeal, as far as audience appeal.
No. Let me tell you something, Gus. Everything have its time. Everything have its time. In the days of Hurricane and the Wrong Way, that when music was music. That trend was different. Yeah? Because a lot of people listen to your program, right? Because they love the type of music you play, right? If you had to, all right, if you call somebody right now and you ask them who won the crown in Grenada, a lot of them don't know. A lot of them don't know. If you ask them who wins Soca Monarch or the Road Match, they will tell you. You understand? When we was growing up, everybody around the world know the Calypso King of Grenada. Because it was different. Them time we had the March Gras. When the March Gras was the March Gras, we didn't have no Soca Monarch. You understand? Right now, Groovy taking over Kaiso in Grenada. So it's a whole set of things that changing around. So a lot of the older folks go relax and criticize and say certain things because they know in their era it was different. Even mass in Grenada, different.
Yeah.
Between me and you, about 6 years now, I go to a Juve in town, and I used to go to Juve every year. I just lie down on my couch and I look at it on the television. Why? Because for the past 5 years ago, it turned me off. I was on the carnage when Lavaman had Behave Yourself, you know, and then I see a whole set of young people start chopping and fighting, and I decide that is not for me. I go in Juve to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Never go back.
The dynamics of the thing have changed. So, do you see the absolute need for people like yourself and Ajamo and these veterans who's been championing the causes for so many years and doing it successfully and with a good audience? Do you see the need for you guys to continually stay in the game and stay with the young fellas?
Tell them I ain't gonna wait. I ain't gonna wait. I ain't gonna wait.